Hey y'all, and good now, whenever and wherever this finds you. Well, today I'm on injured reserve. I've got a ruptured cuticle. It's really putting me in a stressed out situation in the sense that it's my thumb. It's the one I strike my lighter with. So I'm having to go flicking my bic with my left hand now, threatening to burn myself. If I were to talk about something that mattered, which nothing does, so I can talk about anything, I guess. Well, then I'll talk about the paradox of life. I just said nothing matters. It sure matters when it matters. If it's something that you want or attached to or invested in, it matters to you at that time. However, in the overall picture of the world and in life, it generally doesn't matter because it's just your personal business. So there are many paradoxes in life. Well, I don't know if this is a paradox or just a brain fart, but on one hand, I feel like I have studied and know that the end of an empire is the overextension of the military and the collapse of the economy, where it becomes very imbalanced. All the money's at the top and most of the people don't have any money, and that's the end of the empire. And yet every time I see us move in that direction, I feel surprised. I mean, it's like we're poking a crazy man with a sharp stick, and I'm amazed by it. But that's what we're choosing to do. And the American people, like me, we're here. We're just going along. And, if it gets serious enough to make me have to get out of my comfort, then maybe I'll do something. But until then, I'm going to make videos, pontificate, because that's what I like to do. I like to think about what's going to happen, what is happening, and that's what really doesn't matter. See, I thought that China was a real success story, and it turns out they use debt more than we do, and so the whole world is caught up in this belief in debt. Meanwhile, we have all these things to do, all these people to do it with, and all these materials, and we can't act unless there's a profit. That, hopefully, is what's going to be on the other side of the transition, is where we say, no, let's get it done. I just spent, 9 months, maybe more, working on a blueprint for a better America, which is the idea that we would get Congress to act on a citizens' legislation before the election to win our votes. We did the endorsements today. Nobody showed up to play. It's not from not trying. I mean, Brian did many, many different things, and the only thing I can say is that when I worked with him, I felt my old fear of failure and wanting to please Dad was showing up. What I wanted to say is that my whole life, I've been tilting at windmills. I mean, in high school, I was the captain of the football team, but we were 3-7, and yet I don't believe anybody could have loved the game more than I did. My whole political life, I've been on the side that is calling for the end of the establishment, which now turns out that it's an empire is what we were talking about. We didn't realize it. I've been on the wrong side of that, and yet I don't think anybody could have been more passionate about wanting it to change than I have been. What I'm saying is, success or failure is not in the outcome. Success or failure is in the process. And if you're passionate about the process, then the outcome is just another choice to move to another process. Boy, that's some pontification right there. Well, that was fun for me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you down the road.